Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Citizens United. Oh, yeah, here's our disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. We're the company management now. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network. So there you go.
Yeah, anybody wants to send out any lawsuits, make sure that you know that there's a right there.
Yeah, I how was Christmas?
It was all right. Good. Yeah, it
was good. Robin, good.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird because of well, not really weird. But it was obviously the snow. So so we do brunch at our daughter's house in the morning. So after that, then it's just nothing.
Yeah.
So, nothing. You made quite the dinner.
I made dinner, but it was nothing. Like, we don't have people coming over.
No.
Have a thing like that.
But you made a dinner like you did.
I just ate something that Gail made.
Oh.
I don't even know. I think it's like, they used to call it like Sicilian sausage bread. I think there's a lot of different names. Yeah. My God. Do you like that?
I do, but she has to make mine a specific way. Like just like the meat and the onions and that's it.
I saw you at special one.
You mean just like the sausage?
There's always one in the family.
Yeah. No, because that was kind of how I was always had it.
Yeah.
I never had it like Gail made it. But that was unbelievable. Yeah. That was really good.
I hope I have it again.
Yeah, I know you. I'm sure. Kim Guthrie is here. Chris Carlo is here. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and everybody else. The snow was crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I think LaSalle got it worse than LaSalle did get it bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I knew people that couldn't get off the street.
Their 2 plow trucks got stuck on our street.
But yet here we were where I'm at on Whirlpool, it was really not much other than the humongous winds. Yeah. The winds were bad. I'm everywhere. But
oh my God, there's so much
snow.
So much snow on ours. Hey, Ashley.
What about hey guys, in Buffalo, they're looting.
Yeah, that's insane.
Hey, Bill.
I know.
People gotta ruin things.
Yeah, they were looting. And there was some interesting. I was watching video of it last night, and they
know they're going to get away with it. That's why.
And then they said Poland cars said there's no more emergency services.
Yeah.
So there we go. And they just they looted. They took that one Family Dollar. They really gutted, and the 7-Elevens and stuff in Buffalo just yesterday. They're looting there because of the snowstorm. They just start taking stuff. Yeah. Well, one video it's unbelievable. They had a van, and it was full of everything. And the guy was on Bailey, I guess. And the guy who's narrating as he's filming it says, you can see she went to every store on Bailey, and then the cops came and arrested her. Oh, they just happened to show up.
I've seen somebody posted a picture of somebody like these 2 guys were stealing a couch.
TVs and couches. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect that one. I've never seen it with a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Ever. That's a first.
Yeah, that's
so much for the city of good neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the death toll? There's 13 dead in Buffalo alone, the city, and around it's up to 18 and climbing. They're finding they got people coming in from all over now, search and rescues in people's cars.
When I was driving yesterday, there were so many cars just in ditches and.
People get stuck in there. They shouldn't have been out on the road in the first place, and they got caught in it.
Yep.
And the drift, some of the puzzles they didn't even know that was a car. They hit cars and
people were in it. They couldn't.
Yeah.
In the city of Niagara Falls was such a it kills me. I was on Whirlpool, and you could just see it get worse. Worse and worse and worse, and then LaSalle was bad. I guess.
It was pretty bad.
So I don't know. we got lucky, I guess, up here compared to Buffalo. My
Yeah.
God, they got buried. And
This hammer
no Wegmans today. Did you know that? Wegmans was closed here.
all over the place.
Walmart too. Yeah,
Wegmans
The
were
sofa?
all over.
Looks like they even got.
they're hoping to be open tomorrow,
I
maybe.
think maybe tomorrow.
And I guess that was supposed to be because
Walmart was closed.
probably with
On
the trucks
Boxing Day.
of all things.
Now,
Yeah,
is there any like
Tops was
grocery
open.
stores?
Tops was
is?
open, and the dollar stores here were open. But yeah, Tops was packed, really bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still can't believe the looting. I just never seen it
Yeah, so
during a
so
storm.
insane.
That's
And
a weird
was it
one.
Specifically food they were taking or just
No,
anything?
Anything. There's someone running down the street with a
Just like when
TV.
they burned down all the cities in the United States.
Well, that was something.
That was,
different.
yeah, but that's what they
Some people took advantage of that. Yeah.
They took TVs. They're right now. That's what I saw.
That's-
Because
And
someone
the one person you said was taking food, toilet paper, like, and just everything.
went
they
to every
could-
store on Bailey.
Yeah, everything they could take out of there.
And then what happened was, and it was so funny. I should have played it. It was, someone was videoing it and showing it live, and they were so boldened that they just sat and rested. They were tired from all they did, but the cops showed up out of nowhere and they got arrested. So. But the guys laugh. He's like, "Look, they're just resting. Look at them. They don't even care. They're just resting here. Look."
That's arresting somebody.
Yeah, right.
Well, which is that law's still in effect too.
No, it's amazing they'll arrest somebody like that,
They've
but
been
they're not gonna
emboldened.
arrest Nick DeAndre.
That law hasn't, but really, it was bad before, but they really are emboldened, as you say.
Yeah.
They took a rest. They sat down and
Yeah, just sat there.
tired.
Right. Well, Bill's here. Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Merry Christmas and stuff. And your Bill's one Bill I saw. Jerry, everybody, all of you. You did well. I knew he had to know it was coming, though.
Yeah.
Right? I knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Well, it was 10-6 at halftime. I was kind of like, this is stupid.
It was tight there for a while. I was.
Robbie,
worried.
remember what I said?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. They do it every week. They're beating Miami. They're beating the Jets. They're not the Jets. Miami. They were beating Philadelphia. They beat all these good teams. Then they turn the ball over, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Then it's a tidal wave, and I think then when you get all these players that are like backups to the backup, I kind of feel like it's -20. They might not. I hate to say it, but but I heard a player say it. Sometimes you got to make a business decision. Is it worth
Right.
hitting
exactly.
them at this point in time?
I think the
They
good-
ran
I
wild.
think one thing Buffalo does well is adjust.
Mhm.
They adjust at halftime. Usually at halftime, then you see them come out, they take care of business.
This might be why you guys could finally win, because I see how they run. Running the ball is huge when it's cold out like that.
Singletary had over 100.
The other guy
Said that
cooked.
ground was like cement, and it doesn't nothing on Chicago anywhere.
Yeah.
It was that cold.
Speaking of the Buffalo Bill,
Yes.
everybody who's still following or liking or going on the Niagara Action page and the Action 716, it's owned and ran by serial rapist attorney Nicholas D'Angelo, who's awaiting trial on 12 counts of rape, multiple victims, including a child, trafficked from CPS custody, while tampering with evidence, witnesses, obstruction. Stop. Yeah, it took me a while to memorize. It took me a while to memorize. Stop. Like, you can get your Buffalo Bills stuff anywhere else like he does. All he does is copy it and paste it. And then the people he steals the Buffalo Bills stuff from gets pissed at him because he's stealing their stuff.
And it's weird to go to him for Buffalo Bills stuff.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause it's just everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
it's almost nauseating. There's so much of it. You really don't need him.
Yeah,
No,
he turned
you
that
know?
page because
Who would go to that anyway? I mean, just think about
people are
And it pops up on their thing, and I think, why are you sharing it? Like, I don't follow them no more. I probably block. I don't even know. I
well,
have no
he's
idea.
very, very like he does not like the fact that I got the word spread on TikTok about the Niagara Action. Oh my God, he is on my ass every second, stalking me when I post about it. He is reporting my TikTok accounts anytime, especially when I post about the Niagara Action. Sarah Mills, he got really upset about.
Oh, okay.
He got very upset about Sarah Mills, said it was
Sarah
a
Mills.
personal thing, like I'm giving out personal information. So he basically blew himself in right then and there.
And you've noticed how he puts out sexually explicit
Yes.
stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
How is he getting away with that?
Cops,
Well, you know what?
Niagara Falls Police Department, Niagara County Sheriff's
No, I
Department.
mean, how's
No,
it?
this is why. Because they're not doing a damn thing. They're sitting on their asses, not doing anything.
Someone
They
is-
should be looking into it. They have enough information to do something about
We were going to do this in the opposite way, but I guess now it's just brought up. Melissa talks about the penis shape
it. Yeah.
thing. Here you go, folks. This is outstanding. Yeah, this is
the
what
guy who's awaiting
he's
trial
doing.
right now on 12 counts of rape. What he's posting disgusting things like that. There's kids. There's like young kids that follow that page too. You know what I
Now,
mean?
where did he put that at?
On the Niagara Action page.
The penis?
Yeah.
Yeah, just right there.
Right up for public consumption?
Yeah, and he says what
That's
he
not the
says.
only thing he's done. He's
Oh, he's
posted
done
pictures
some
of
really sick
dildos.
things.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't
And so the people that let him do this, Judge Clock and others, nothing, you're gonna say nothing about it, it's okay?
Gibbons too should be on this.
And they're all following this page too. You know they are. Like
Oh, yeah.
Judge
Oh,
follow
yeah.
all the people. They do.
State police, they're all following.
I'd
it.
like to sit down with a beer with
Angel
Judge Clock
Mornello.
and have a nice
Right.
documentary.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Assemblyman Morinello, all these people.
The only
They're
thing I can think
all
of is
watching.
they're
it.
just allowing him to keep doing this and just gather up as much evidence as they could, which they should have a giant amount by now.
He's
But-
very emboldened, folks. The people that are responsible for coddling him and protecting him, look what you're doing.
Yeah.
The evidence is right there in front of you.
He does not care. He is posting stuff like this, and there's kids that see that stuff, and that's how you know he's not a legit news. And this is what a news page messaged me. A news page messaged me saying, "This is how you can tell he's not like a legit news page because no real news page would ever post stuff like
Yeah,
that."
why in the
Right.
world? Like that one thing about what was it, about the EMTs or the emergency
Oh,
room,
yeah.
that disgusting thing he put out
Yeah.
there. And there's been so many.
Mhm.
And when you really sit back and think about who he is, I don't know how.
He's literally a repeated offender.
I don't know.
I
how-
don't know what they're looking to find that could be
Anymore.
any worse than
than
what
he's put
done.
out. Yeah, and put out.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's the thing. Like, what is it that
I think they're
trying?
complicit. I don't even think they care.
Yeah,
I'm starting to
they
get to the point where they don't.
because what he's doing has
It's-
got to be worse than whatever they're looking at.
Right.
You know what? He's already committed so many other crimes. They know about it. I'm wondering what they're waiting for.
I know it's bad.
I'm wondering what they're waiting for. Judge Gibbons, she should be on this too.
Definitely should be. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. I
I
mean,
know a few people working on this case aren't happy with how this is going. They're really pissed off.
what does the district attorney wonder think? You know, in Erie County, you really wonder. You
Who
know,
knows? He tried going after her too.
I'm
you know?
curious if they even see it or care. Like, I think they see it. I'm at the point where I don't think they care.
I think they're just like,
I don't even know if they're building evidence anymore. I think they're done. I honestly think they're done because the court dates, right?
Yeah.
They're done.
let's see, what are we in? December.
Yeah,
5 more months.
supposedly, hopefully,
If they
we'll
move
start
it
to
again,
select
there's
a
gonna be-
jury.
You want to talk about, you know,
Civil unrest.
yeah, you want to talk about civil unrest. If they allow this to go again, there's going
Right.
to be some civil unrest.
Yeah, because you just can't continue. I mean, I don't know. Here, let's see what Scott's got. If the Niagara Action posts my mugshot, please send me a picture.
Oh yeah, he admitted it to Scott. We have a picture of Nick D'Angelo, a screenshot of him basically admitting that he owns and runs the
Yes.
Niagara Action page. Scott was like,
Yeah, who were we not arguing with? Someone. Remember there was someone who wouldn't believe?
Yeah,
oh, there's been a
It
few.
was just recently though, about send me proof.
Oh my gosh,
There's
you know the amount of proof. I have the best
know, the
proof
proof
there
is-
is. The only thing is I'm not allowed to because it could kind of get somebody else in trouble. But I have proof of him.
Oh, the biggest proof of
I have
all
the
time.
best proof of him right there,
It's over.
talking about it, signing things. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
got
and
it
you
all.
gotta be careful who you give your proof to.
Yeah, we can't
Right.
hand out that stuff.
Because
I mean,
there's too many backstabbers and people that will get money from somebody to
Yep.
move it. And yeah, so
yeah, I mean, I have the proof. There's no, I mean, even without that proof, it doesn't take a scientist to
No.
figure it out and just see that he admitted it too in the paper.
I know that's the other thing. That was the person who asked me. It was on Citizens United page.
Yeah,
And just it was a random person actually. Someone I didn't even know
probably
said,
Nick trying to
I
figure
need
out
to
how we
do
know.
whatever. And I showed them the Gazette.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, there
Yeah,
it
there it
is.
is.
I mean, it says it. Even the Gazette kind of says alleged because you remember how he was just the editor and the other guy was the Vulcan,
Yeah.
I think was the owner.
And yeah,
Speaking of the Gazette, wish they would please do it at what we, yeah, so we were still
Oh,
waiting.
call.
Too long.
I would call.
Okay.
Scott,
Yeah.
Scott Asoy too. Also, what Nick texts you, he's not allowed to be like, he's not allowed to talk like that to you and be texting you and stuff like that. Go call that Erin girl from the grievance committee. Make sure it's Erin, and show her those text messages.
Aaron Hart, right?
Erin Hart, that was it. Erin Hart. Show her those messages from Nick to you because he's not allowed to do that.
No,
no.
Is
that is very unethical.
It's so unethical.
the whole damn thing is so bad. I mean, now he
The whole city's unethical.
this should be the last Christmas.
Yeah.
You wrote that. I
Yeah.
laughed. the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah,
that
I had to
was
laugh.
great.
I know because I was like, oh, I can't like let it go for
That
a
was
day.
kind of
I'm
fun.
gonna-
It was kind of funny
No,
though.
I don't notice that.
That was actually really funny.
Yeah.
That post was, I
Yeah,
laughed out
I
loud.
hope Brittany gets, I hope that makes Brittany a little bit upset because that is going to be the last Christmas she gets to spend with her brother. Make sure you hug him tight. Give him a big hug and kiss because it's going to be the last Christmas you get to spend with him.
It has to be the end. And oh, here's a little news I heard that I don't know if it's true or not, but sounds like it's going to be the guy who's running for mayor,
Oh,
Ezra Scott,
is he?
allegedly,
Is
supposedly.
there anybody else running?
It probably would be, I'm sure. But we don't even know if that's true. That was
Yeah.
something I heard from somebody who, I won't say their name, but, and I was thinking to myself, again, I just told Robin when I heard, and it didn't even, I could care less.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care.
I don't know.
So what? What's the difference? Let whoever, everybody
Yeah.
run.
It's
Yeah.
so rigged anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really, and I know what?
they have it already set out who's going to win.
I might have my personal thing with my mayor brother there and all that, but really, it's no different. If that guy wins or he's still it don't matter.
Right.
It don't matter. In all honesty, it makes no
right.
difference. You haven't had anyone in this city yet that I can remember. Maybe you guys would. Maybe someone here that didn't do this for like maybe 3 things: their pension because they're trying to pad their stats, jobs for themselves and their family, connections to those unions, police and fire, and ego. I haven't met anyone yet.
You need an outsider to come in here, it looks like to me.
I live here.
Hey,
No, I mean, somebody
No,
who's
technically, unless you're a Faso.
Right.
Unless you're a
Yeah.
Faso,
Yeah,
you
why
don't have
not?
to live here. I wouldn't be surprised if a Faso ran.
but with nobody with clout really. These people are getting there like you're saying, and then that's why they're trying to better themselves, not the city.
Yeah.
And so this is why we're at. It's been going on for years.
for years and
Yeah.
years. I
Yeah.
can't think of one. I'm going to the past. Even ones guys that I've said, no, they're nice guys. They are nice guys, but they were doing the same thing, and they would even admit to it. They
No
tell
one
you
should
straight
run that
up.
would get a ton of votes. The Little Bakery.
Oh,
They would win. I mean, look at them now. They're
Don't
playing
give them
hero.
any idea.
let me tell you
Yeah.
something right now, though. There's part of me that kind of wishes they wouldn't just win
Right.
and just go wide. Just do everything. Sell the pizza from out of there. Give
Yeah.
away the thing. Maybe even burn it down. Do whatever you want. And I hate to say it, but I mean, good. Let's just get a real straight out criminal.
Yeah.
A real
Like,
one. That
that's
just get them in there. Go
Oh,
right
we have
ahead.
one.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I mean, as far as I want, I can't.
I mean, he's perfect. He puts on an act like he's this nice guy and he does all this stuff for people, but he's an evil person behind the scenes. Like, and he's just,
And he's not
Perfect.
supposed. And he's
like,
so.
you fit in perfect.
But and from what I understand, and this is just hearsay, so please, I'm just saying
Hearsay,
something I heard
hearsay.
might be wrong and false, and please go ahead and tell me. I think this guy shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Like, I think there's like a disability, like
Oh.
on your collecting some checks
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff
Oh, yeah.
and doing all that,
Mm.
but still doing,
Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean,
a-
he's,
you know,
he would do it
it's-
regardless because he's one of those people. He's a Faso and D'Angelo person. He doesn't have to follow the law.
I said it the one time, and I think you're going to agree with me. Buffalo Avenue needs like an enema.
Yes.
It needs to be just shook out.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
something weird going on down there because
So weird.
3rd Street doesn't look like Buffalo Avenue does right now.
Right.
Down around 87th and that whole little corridor.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there that don't make sense. And I know that sounds stupid of me, but do you get what
No.
I'm trying to say? Like,
No.
what's going
No,
on?
there's stuff going on.
That's going. Why? It's not.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, there's stuff going on.
And you get around that corner. Where's that hot dog place that's dressed up like Superman? Can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, in that area, because I think that's where that Kelly's Corner is
Yeah.
and everything. You go around the corner, this place is unbelievable. When I go down, every time I'm like, whoa, where am I?
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then you look at these businesses. I don't know.
well, especially with who hangs out there and what they do there.
Yeah.
I hear stuff every single day about that. Especially Kelly's Corner. They got some stuff going on. Maybe they should. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think maybe they might be.
I think you gotta get in there. I think that I wish the city of Niagara Falls police would consider getting down. Well, I don't know why they wouldn't, but they should, because there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
And I can't see now that's what pisses
Oh, because
me off.
Janelle and Nick do favors for them, so.
There is a place on there that is so obviously, I'm not going to say the name or the business name, I'm not going to say a word about it, but they so obviously are selling what they're selling
Yeah.
out of the place. That
Right.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
Oh my God,
And
that's
I-
all you
and I-
hear about is.
And
selling
how
stuff.
in the world is it just, well, we know why. but-
Everybody you talk to knows about who was selling what from
Mhm.
where in that area.
Buffalo Avenue is a disgrace.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's a shame because it's a decent, when you go there, I'm like, oh, I said it, I can't believe I see, I'm doing what I'm doing, Instacart and all that, and it'll be $4.35. and you can see people are getting out of work, whatever. And there's a lot of traffic here.
Mhm.
Like they're pulling into whatever bar. There's one bar that it's a pig or something. There's some pig. I don't know.
Was I
Yeah, not that. No, it's the name of it's named after a pig, like Wilbur's
Yeah,
pig or
Wilbur,
something.
yeah, I know.
So you go around the corner there, then 87 Buffalo, and then a couple pizza places and all that stuff. There's a lot of action.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy action. The only thing I thought was there that was normal was Joey's.
We perfect to set up this thing.
Joey's
Which really seems to be normal.
Yeah. I've heard good things about Wilbur's. I mean, like the food and stuff. I heard they. So
Yeah.
I hear,
So small.
but he's rebuilding a building back
No.
there.
As long as he doesn't let it fossil it.
I wonder if
No,
those
no, I don't
people
think so.
want to. I wonder how they feel about this. They gotta know who their neighbor is and who's across the street and who's over here. You can just
Yeah,
see
but
it.
you can report all
Mhm.
you want.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
No.
They
They have
don't.
detective work and all that stuff. They can't even.
It would be
Police are
years,
streets right now.
and they would only do it if somebody kept complaining.
Right.
And it would take years,
Yeah.
years.
But we've got some stuff going on down there all the time. And of course, I think that's the hub now of the little bakery.
Yeah.
Aren't they right there?
Right there,
Because
yeah.
the Elmwood one really isn't.
It's perfect. They fit in. That's where all their friends are.
Yeah. And let's see, Dave Berzani. The police and detectives nowadays aren't what they used to be. Well, yeah, that's true, Dave.
Yeah.
They aren't.
No, because they're in with these people. They're in with people like the Fossos and D'Angelo.
My generation sucks.
I think.
Be
I know.
honest with you.
I think the corruption with the police force, like anybody, has always been there. Even in the old days, when
Yes.
the mafia was heavy in here, it was all wheeling, dealing, paying this one. It was always there, only it was more downtown.
Yeah.
Now it's because downtown, what's happened there, now they're in a lot in other places. So
Yeah.
I will tell you,
mafia would have done it better though.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man. I feel like my group of people, my age group is not really great. They
Mine's
don't know
not.
what the hell they're doing. I don't know. Think about it. You know what I'm talking about. They're
Mhm.
just not. I don't know. There's something about them.
Yeah.
They're not.
Buying
They're 50 years old now. They're 40 something. They're in their 40s, 50s. You're not like they're still doing 19-year-old
Right.
stuff
Right.
at 50. It's amazing the shit I see.
Yeah.
And they're some of them are
I know
grandparents.
people my age.
Mhm.
They don't ever. I guess they just never get out of high school. It's high school forever
like Janelle
type of
Fosso.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Oh my
unbelievable.
god.
That
the
right
most
there.
immature person I think I've ever
I-
seen.
She really is.
That was
and
a-
the fact that she's a judge is just
Amazing.
mind
It's amazing.
She's the highest lot. She is higher than anybody right
And
now in
she
the
was-
city. But there, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was done.
And
We
she had
knew.
a pedophile running her campaign.
Right about it on the radio.
Had the little bakery do some work for her too.
was married to a pedophile.
Is married
Dave
to a pedophile.
Berzani said,
Yeah, it is.
It seems like ever since the George Floyd incident, the inmates are running the asylum. Interesting from Dave. Well, think about that. That's kind of messed. That situation happens in Minneapolis. The situation in Lockport was worse.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about something that should have
Yeah.
really been, but when that guy, Troy Hodge, that was a lot different.
Yeah.
And I think they just got paid $3 million, and that's all she wrote. And everyone walks away free.
Yeah.
People are dead, people are raped, people are this, and they pay and they walk away.
Yep.
And
So
it-
sick of it.
we had a long, yeah. I mean, what if they did this? If like when they have these civil, how like stupid statutes and all that, and then sometimes, they don't. So okay, you gotta go to civil court. What if they force them to never ever be able to settle?
Right.
Because if it ends up being a jury trial, it ends up
Right.
being, or however you want. I mean, it becomes a real trial. So now I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them people not be able to do that.
And be forced to have to go into the
Right.
court.
Yes,
Yeah.
be forced. You must get because it's unfair.
Yeah.
Because they
Right.
never have to even do anything. They don't have to. It's not even just. They don't have to defend themselves one bit at all.
No.
Why would they? They can just stay.
Yeah.
But it's only done between two lawyers. Like it's so on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even get to. Like
Their
you said,
faces should be all over the place.
you don't get to see them walk in the courtroom.
Yeah, their faces should be everywhere.
I know, and they're not. And they're
Yeah, the only way you know is if you know the website to go and look for civil cases. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the only way.
And then you
anybody
got to be
ever knows.
careful because you can't. I probably can't disseminate that stuff. If I were to take that and put it out here, I'd get in trouble.
Right.
So I can't even do that. So it's just all.
Really?
Yeah, because if I did, and I'm sure someone would sue me. Like,
Can they though? If the
Probably.
truth is
If it's
public
public
record.
information.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
What's another lawsuit?
Yeah, right. It's nonstop.
The more the merrier.
Because I see somebody who keeps commenting that needs to be called out.
I came close the other day and I did not.
Oh,
I
yeah.
came
I
close.
know what you're
The
talking
Yeah.
first person, when you posted the pictures of Remy and Rye, the very first person.
I saw that today.
And I was like,
And I remember I was telling her, I go, how am I going to do this? Because I don't know what to say.
mm,
I don't,
Peter Trotter, man.
I don't know how to say it.
Like Bandman?
Didn't this guy, wasn't he a musician?
yes.
I'll leave it at there, I guess. You would know exactly what we talked about. We talked about it last week. But I mean,
I say a long time in there too. It's basically that.
I just didn't know what to say. Like I wanted to say something. Like, but what am I going to say? But I wanted to say, why don't you just get out? Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Right.
You know, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, I got totally forgetting about it.
Okay.
And it's been weird that he's commenting a lot lately.
Friend, befriended me.
all
like,
over the place, Tom.
Got a lot of time.
Yeah, I imagine he does.
and he's living a great life. I'm sure he's all the he puts some care.
So, like,
Yeah, he's good. He's fine. He's fine. He did what he did, and who cares?
Yeah.
So why don't we take our break? When we come back, there's something I want to talk about that we talked about this before. It's called the Respect for Child Survivors Act, and we got to find out why these. Well, we'll talk about it. I'll read it to everybody, let you understand what it is, and then we'll get into it. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Digits 988 can save a life. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Just
Ekasada. There's another one.
I do like those. That's the one's got ricotta cheese in
Yeah.
it and stuff.
I love
I love it.
I'm banned from going
Oh,
live for
hold
12.
on 1 second, guys. Hold on. No, it's my fault because I'm talking about ricotta cheese. And they're all listening to me. Hi, welcome back to Citizens United. What were you just saying?
Oh, really quick, guys. Do me a favor. After the podcast, whatever, you guys have some time. Go on the Niagara Action page if you're not already blocked from it, and report this picture, the picture that we just showed
Okay,
you
here,
a
let
few
me
minutes
get it.
ago. The post. Actually, report the post. This one right here. Go and report it for. You can report it for like nudity and sexual that you'll see there's a ton of things you can report it for. Abusive behavior, you'll report it for a ton of things. Report it multiple times. See if let's get this guy kicked off.
Or he'll just block them.
Well, if they're not blocked, it doesn't tell you who reports it. So you won't know who reports it. But it's not gonna let the page know that you reported it, but report it and don't report it just once. Keep reporting it.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
post especially because you can get them actually kicked off of
You know what is great when I report, not that one, but similar ones, and then I get back from Facebook. It does not go against their community
No,
standards.
yeah, I
I'm like,
know,
what?
right?
Maybe it doesn't go
Yeah.
against your community standards. Anyways, nothing really much new on the Grand Island front.
No,
I
nothing
looked
new.
it over Christmas. There wasn't anything new. Still, they still always like our stuff,
Yeah,
but I just can't get them to speak.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that
I would
someday,
too.
you know,
yeah.
get them out here I just want to talk to them
And,
or let them talk.
They, police and the feds really, I hope they're working on that because there's just the threats alone is enough to do something.
And obviously there's other currently kids are
Yeah.
being trafficked, so it's still happening.
Right.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Janelle's on there all the time too.
Oh, and here's Vernon.
Hi, Vernon.
How's it going, Vernon? Hey, Vernon. Vernon was on the
Did you ever go to the city council meeting?
I don't even know.
Vernon, did you go to the city council meeting?
I think he probably really. I don't know. That's a good question. I know though that Vernon was pretty good yesterday, giving us some information.
Oh,
Yeah. Stores open, not open,
oh.
the street. It was pretty good. Oh, Vernon's asking now. We're gonna have a conversation now. How are you? Good. Jeez. Yeah. I want to talk about this though. This was really.
Vernon did.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's right. He got into a car accident a couple weeks ago. Here's this. Look at this thing.
Get that heating pad.
It's the
going.
Respect for Child Survivors Act, right?
Yeah.
This was a bipartisan thing, which means both Republicans and Democrats were good with it. They were fine. They liked it. Yes. Here's what it is. The bill would require the FBI to form multidisciplinary teams to aid sex abuse victims and their families in order to prevent re-traumatization from investigations and any cases from being dropped. The teams would include mental health, medical personnel, family advocacy workers, child advocacy workers, and prosecutors. Basically, it was done, and this is a quote from one senator, and I can't remember his name, or it might be Cornyn, saying it's to protect victims who report child abuse, and it includes FBI interviews with children so that they are not re-victimized by these interviews. Great.
Right.
What's the
Right.
problem? What in
Right.
the world? How could you be against that? Rain,
Really, how could anybody be against that?
and Rain's our friend. We've
Yeah.
had many conversations with Rain back and forth. Love Rain. They're the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network. There's another place called the Army of Survivors. All these people endorses this thing. All of them. But sadly and weirdly, 28, and it doesn't matter really. It's because I'm going to go with them as persons, but they are Republicans, but I don't even care. Said no. They just said no. And they would not even
It
explain.
should probably be looked into for just saying no.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'd love to
everybody.
know the reason behind
they
it.
Well,
won't.
one of the
They
reasons-
won't tell us. They've
Well,
been asked
They
a
should
million
be made.
times.
Well, I think one of the reasons why I think the one reason explains it for the rest of them.
It's coming.
Yeah, you said the one, the
Yeah.
husband or something
Yeah,
was.
Taylor Boberg is a congressional congresswoman from Colorado. Her husband was jailed for exposing himself to teens a couple years ago in a bowling alley.
So that's probably a
I
reason
mean,
why.
that's odd. She says no. Marjorie Taylor Greene, no.
Sure, Janelle's husband, Janelle would say
Another
no.
woman, Virginia Fox of North Carolina, no. Louis Gohmert, Texas, no. Mo Brooks, Alabama, no. We could just go on and on. I'm not going to.
They should be made to explain why.
And they
Right.
won't answer why. Now, I looked into it myself, thinking, okay, it wasn't a part of any other bill. So it wasn't one of those things, oh, they're trying to do this and they're going to do
Jam it through.
No,
Right.
it's its own standalone thing, and they said no. What in the world? What could you
Yeah.
possibly say no
Because
about?
I think because every single person who said no has something that
They're hiding.
they're hiding. There's just like that one person.
And it's only a bill to help victims not be re-victimized.
Right.
That's all it is. It's not a thing
How
about.
could it go wrong?
It's not a statutes thing.
Right.
It's not even that. You know what I mean? It's not like something like that. It was 385 to 28. So these 28 people said no to this.
It'd
And
be great to get in contact with those people, wouldn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
I was checking Google and trying to figure it out, went on Twitter and everything else, and it's like Louis Gohmert was asked, he would not, he just keep walking. One of the reporters, he just keep walking. Marjorie Taylor Greene just keeps going. They will not engage.
They
And
should be
tell you
forced.
why they said no. Now, people are saying they think it's because, here's the funny thing about this group. You're going to love this. These are the group of, a lot of these groups of people are the people that are really anti-abortion. They're the big anti-abortion people.
Husbands are probably out there.
But yet,
creating kids.
a reporter asked her while she was walking, you are that, and that's fine, but why wouldn't you want to protect the children now that are here on Earth? And it just boom.
That's what I
Well,
don't
there's something
going.
really up that doesn't make sense.
I don't understand. If you want to be anti-abortion, okay, whatever, but you at least care about kids that need the help right now.
If you want to protect children in the womb, and then out of the womb, it should be the same thing. It's just.
Shareza says, why though? What if it was their kids? Would they say yes then? Disgusting. That's what we've always talked about here. Is it's sad that it has to go home first.
Right.
Your whole, I guess, maybe thoughts change when it happens to a loved one of yours. I guess. I would think. I mean, I just don't understand. Like this here though is unbelievable because I remember Biden put it out there. We applauded him for that. We were happy. Like one of the best things he's done. Maybe the only good thing. So okay, fine, beautiful. Democrats and Republicans alike seem to be on board. You know, it was a bipartisan bill. It was like Amy Klobuchar and oh God, I forgot who the other one was. I mean, Lindsey Graham.
Oh,
so another, you know, these guys they aren't what you want, but they're doing something good. Okay, all right, very good. And then these people show up and say no. And then I got the whole name. You can go look at them. I don't want to read these fast. I mean, does anyone even know? A lot of people don't even know these congressional these districts in Alabama. Like, you know, the state of Arizona, North Carolina, Colorado, a couple in Alabama, a bunch in Georgia, a bunch in Texas, Pennsylvania. The big names are Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's been, they call her MTG. She's been out there.
Yeah.
She's tried to be. Taylor Bobert, I've never heard of, but it was just that story.
Yeah.
And you can look that up and read about it. It was with his niece is where this happened. She wanted to see a tattoo and he showed her. And Taylor, she said, well, that she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't, so she kept nagging him and he was drunk and he wouldn't stop. So, Mo Brooks is someone you may know from Alabama. Virginia Fox, I don't know. And Louis Gohmert, everyone's probably seen him talk.
Yeah,
no explanation given at all.
They should
Kind of
literally
like
be
kind of
forced
things
to
you
give an
notice.
explanation. They really
Yeah.
should. If they're gonna vote on stuff like that, they should be made to explain why they.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a public thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you're affecting the public. Public has a right to know why you chose that.
You know what I wish
Why?
too, and I hate when they do these votes because they know their vote. You're right because they know their vote doesn't matter. It's going
Right.
to pass, so they
Right.
don't care. Could you imagine? I would love to get these people and let them say, you know, your vote is it. If by you,
Yeah.
it's yes or no. Are you really going to stop this?
right.
And why won't you? And there's nowhere. I search Google all day. I search Twitter, and that's the place usually you get a little more. No one. And the people that are bitching, you know, like we are, we're mad. Like, what the hell are you doing? They can't even find it. They can't because they're not. They're refusing to answer that question, and it all goes back to what we talk about here every night. You know, people just don't care.
Yeah, they don't have it.
How is it that you wouldn't want this bill? We are not even getting into the real thing we need about statute of limitations. They're just trying to make it so a kid who reports that abuse doesn't have to go through the process of incredible questioning and all that.
Right.
And
There's literally nothing in there that should be anything to say no to.
No.
There's no reason to say no.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there is a reason, obviously, if
Yeah.
they're saying no. There's a reason that they don't want people to know why they said no.
yeah.
So who are they protecting?
No,
Right.
people like Janelle Fosco. She's got a husband like that.
Yeah.
People like Nick D'Angelo himself. People like, Will Baker. Everything.
Yeah, I wonder how you.
People like Brittany D'Angelo.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't understand. And this is why I guess when we talk to politicians here or local ones about statutes, they won't give an answer. Yeah, I mean, they're just not going to
Yeah.
answer it.
Mhm.
What should be
Merry
simple?
Spain,
Christmas,
huh?
Sam.
No Spain.
Yeah. Oh
We're
yes.
all worried about that position that they hold. So
Sam, I watched your
Merry
part
Christmas.
on
Oh,
Walker.
me too.
yeah.
We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was unbelievable. What a
Another one.
scene. Yeah,
was
yeah,
great.
we need more.
You gotta
We
do
need-
that.
We need more of that. Like, we really, Sam, need
Yeah.
more. That was freaking great.
That was
That
I'm
was-
trying to think of something else we could do,
That was
but
good stuff.
but it's not made up stuff though. This is like real stories.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Yeah,
we
they
need
play
another
the
real.
part That's like what do you call it? Reenactments?
We need another one.
Yeah.
We need something good.
Yeah.
Because he needs a bigger role. We
I
need you to be in there. We need you to be.
Say that again?
Oh, yeah.
Love
yeah,
it.
he just did the,
Sam, I'm gonna tell you, I can't believe I didn't bring it up to him the other day.
He was on for a month.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he was doing. They were out filming. Now, in order to make each segment, they have to do reenactments with.
Wow.
So he's got about 20 of them that he's got to
She's
redo.
been busy.
Oh,
So much
cool.
going on. Did a great job though.
You did.
Excellent. Excellent job. William Nice has no appetite for it. Yeah, no, I just don't want.
Yeah.
I would love to. How are you? They don't care about me. No one from New York State did it, so all right, said no. But like I'm looking at the states, it's Florida. The closest thing to us was Pennsylvania. Scott Perry. I mean, I don't.
I don't understand it.
The guy in Florida that I was looking for, he must have said yes. What's his name? He's the one of the most popular ones down there. No, the one house guy. I just can't remember his name. I can see his face. I can see him. Not this guy. Oh my God, Robin, you know what I'm talking about. He's a younger guy. And one time they thought he had like some kid that he was molesting. Remember they put him up on those charges, but he didn't.
Oh
It
yeah.
was kind of a political attack. Really. I just can't remember the guy's name. I can't
Oh.
remember it.
Oh, I can see his face.
Yes, I can too. You'll remember it for me. Vernon calling out
because-
Colin Ligamari and Chris.
Scott asked him what the sign was for.
Oh, okay. Human rights violators. Yeah. They took Vernon's human rights.
Yeah, it is.
All because of possibly me and Vernon talking.
It's crazy. It's almost
Yeah.
like a jealous kid in high school.
Yeah.
Like you're friends with that person, you talk to that person. I'm not your friend anymore. I'm gonna do that. You do that to you because you talk to that person. It's like you're still in high school.
Who needs that?
With Brittany D'Angelo with you because you associate with me. She's gonna go after you too.
geez.
She's and people said that about her in high school. She was a spoiled brat. Nobody liked her back then either.
I think real fast though, thinking about like with Vernon, the city stuff, and I'm really well, hold on, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna read what Shereza says, okay? She's got a long thing here. The sad thing is there are so many people involved in this. There's more pedophiles out there than we know about. All those 20-something people probably have a history. Then this new crap about them trying to change them being called pedophiles and calling them minor attracted people or MAPS. Remember we had
Yeah.
that video? How fucked is that? Who in their right mind would allow that?
Yeah, that woman should have been
You
in
have to
jail.
change the
Yeah.
name. It's like, well,
Minor
shit.
attractive
Yeah.
person.
Minors attracted. Because that's what they remember. There was an undercover kid, and it was in Texas. It was
Yeah.
a high school kid.
Yeah.
And she was teaching the kids that. And she got mad.
Yeah.
I hope she got fired.
We talked.
Oh, she got killed.
Yeah.
This morning. We had a long conversation.
Don't go back.
We had a long. It is amazing. I end up in stuff, and you're the one who's doing a lot of talking back there. I gotta get guys. You don't get. Called in. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, we
No,
no.
me, no,
We,
I got kicked off the other day because of Nick and Brittany.
we had to stop it.
Yeah,
Because
he put
she-
the clamp down.
Well, because
on
we
them.
share all of our shows, so it's difficult to have you without a Facebook. I don't get it anymore either. If you notice, I try to shut it because I'm afraid that I'll get shut down and I can't do our shows no more. I hate that when they do that to me.
I know.
So I always like kind of really, but I share what I got to share.
No, I wish that like when Facebook kicks you off, like I wish that you at least get like a few minutes to say what you really gotta say. Like, 'cause if that's if I'm getting kicked off, it better be for something really good because I'm gonna make it worth it. You know what I mean?
That's what always
Yeah,
makes
right. I
me
want to
mad.
get my money's worth.
Yeah.
That's like going to the penalty box. You nothing.
Yeah.
Let me at least, if I'm going to get a 5 in a major, let me.
days. Let me
Yeah. I never get my
Let
money's
me
worth.
say
Okay,
something.
let's keep going. Yeah, go live.
Shereza says she spit out her coffee. I don't know, guys. We had a great conversation at home today, and it's kind of one that I was thinking about for here. You know what is interesting is the face of this stuff, like not just, sexual assault and rape and pedophiles against children, against anybody, the whole thing. I don't care if you're adult or child. It's got to stop being celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, because it's garbage.
Yeah.
When you're thinking that You know, I name them all. I don't even want to. I don't care. Biden, Trump.
People care when it's them.
Yeah,
But if it's somebody like in their own hometown, their own city,
and
they don't say
and
damn
those things mean nothing. And not that they don't mean it. Let me take that back, because obviously, if there is victims, that means something. But it's not real. Like it's not our reality. It's not our
in a different reality than the rest of us.
Right.
I mean, when you're talking about somebody with the power of, you know, President Trump or President Biden, or I mean, even before their presidencies, they're just living a different life than we are. And to put them up there as the example, then people just politicize it and say, oh, well, I don't, you know, I can see how people can make it up because I think this woman's lying about Trump, or I think this woman's lying about Biden. So,
and you say the name pedophile to people, a lot of them will think of who, like R. Kelly or whatever that guy's name is, or they'll think of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what pops into mind. If you say the other stuff now, it's going to be Trump, Biden, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that garbage. And I don't know if any of that's, who knows? Who knows, right? What any of that stuff is, I don't know. But for us here, if you hear that word, what you should be thinking of is D'Angelo.
right.
If you hear the word rape, that should be, you live here. That should be what, that pops into my head. But it don't. Yeah, what pops into their head is those people that are so insignificant to them that it just doesn't matter. And I'm sick of it, and I don't know how we change it.
I get sick of it because a lot of people I know are parents and have kids, and that should affect them, or they should be more outraged than they are.
Yeah, there should be. Oh my God, the outrage should be. The outrage is. People get more outrage. I saw more, and don't get me wrong, it's wrong, and I'm against it. I saw more outrage on Facebook over the people looting. Yesterday over there than what we're talking about.
You know what? Like, I'm sorry, but if you compare the two crimes, they're not.
Go ahead. Instead of raping the kids.
I'm gonna piss people off, but what they did was wrong. But are they personally raping children and hurting children? No, they're doing something wrong, but they're not destroying your body, your home, your mind, your body, your mental health. They're not doing that to you or your little child. They're doing it to items that are whatever.
Yeah.
It's not even close to what these people are committing.
Outrage.
Well, it's one thing to, I mean, to
Soul TV that I'll never have.
Yeah, and to violate the dollar store is a lot different than to violate a person.
Yes, exactly.
And
exactly.
And
violate the dollar store that nobody is related to or cares about.
Every one of you guys. You guys are both survivors. You'd rather, I would guess, punched in the face.
Oh my God.
Than no shit happening.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sure that would be a much easier thing to.
Yeah, you at least punch
to
somebody
get over
back
it,
and get your own.
And even if you broke your jaw, it'd be better.
Yeah.
And, they just go on, all right.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, domestic abuse.
No, that's bad too.
Yeah, it's not to say that.
You're right.
I get it though. Like you mean like
Don't
just like the
disparage
victims of like a one-time person, like me and another girl punch in the face. Yeah, no, because then I could punch the girl in the face right back and get it over with, and boom.
Right.
I'll heal. I'll be done with. I got my punch in.
And you
Another punch.
But this other stuff, as you guys keep saying, and we know this, it just lasts a lifetime, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And no one's getting it. We'll keep pounding away.
Yeah.
You and I were talking about it yesterday. The lifetime effects of.
Yes, we were talking on your behalf.
Yeah.
Talking about you.
Not everybody can do what you two have done.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. They don't have that kind of support around them, and they just don't. And they collapse.
And that's another sad thing is people need more support.
Yeah,
they do.
They do. If that's the only reason I came forward because I had support. If I didn't have support, I kept quiet for how many months because I didn't think I would have the support.
The country could help.
Yeah.
The community could help. The community could help a little bit in this,
Yes.
If they would show, if you're on Facebook with your friends and you see Facebook, if you could just see some support, you know what I mean?
Right.
Real legitimate support.
I went on TikTok again, so I work TikTok, by the way. I'm not going to stop.
You're right.
I keep making them. And a lot of people everybody keeps finding me too, so it's great. I just start back where I left off. But a girl said a family court judge, she saw my video, said a family court judge and CPS just gave my 2 granddaughters to a registered child sex offender. I need help. And I said, oh my God, what is the family court judge's name? They said, I'm going to message you.
Good. Well, please come on here if you ever want to talk.
Yes.
I feel like it. Love to talk. And I don't care what part of the country, it doesn't matter where you're
I
at.
got to check my thing and see.
And for the people that are listening right now, talk to your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, and get them to see if they can't jump in on this conversation and spread it around.
Get your anti-abortion friends. Get them. They're the ones who would probably should be.
You
They
think
should be out in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should be in front. If you're for protection of children, then you're in protection of children.
The people who I
Anyone,
fight so
but I mean-
hard and go after people for unborn children, those people should be right up front. I should be hearing those people the loudest.
Yeah.
I
No.
should.
The disgusting thing is, Shareza here said it. We say it constantly. These bastards will go to civil court happily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
the best part is they get to
That's it.
admit it.
sure,
Admit it.
and it don't matter.
And that's it. Like,
And
okay,
two-
I admit I committed a horrific crime.
And if they get a heads up, they can move their money so that they don't even have to lose that.
and it's between two lawyers.
Yep.
And that's it.
The
Baker
deal,
should be on
right?
there.
Let's make a deal, right?
Two damn lawyers.
And I don't want to hear the whole innocent until proven guilty.
Oh.
That with when it comes, because these people are all repeated offenders. They're all repeated. They did not just offend one person.
Especially in the D'Angelo case. After
Yeah.
2009, obviously pled guilty,
Yeah.
and then he goes on how he becomes a lawyer. I'd love to know that process and who helped
People-
him there. And then to go on sexually assault and rape other women and boys, and then people are still quiet.
Yeah.
It's not like it's his first time.
And he didn't go into hiding. Like,
No, he didn't. He's
out
still out
there.
there.
He's wearing shoes like a clown.
Yeah,
so
he's
you see
wearing-
him.
Big purple
Yeah.
Harry.
Oh, you
He's
see that in court?
Yeah, he's going right out there. Like he's not. He's right in your face. But it's like it's like, oh my god, this out of sight, out of mind.
Posting
Yeah.
disgusting
No.
things on
Yeah.
the Niagara Action page.
Very
Your children
emboldened.
to see.
Very emboldened.
Let me see what Shareza says. I can't wait until I can come on here with full details with my story. But I hear so many times you are just doing this for the money. Seriously, it's not just me going through this. It's my children and my husband too. Who the hell would go through a lifetime of this nonsense if it's not true?
Right.
Pisses me off beyond belief.
I hate that. Oh,
This
you're
is
doing
a
it for the
thought,
money.
too.
You're doing it for the money. And you know what? If people are getting money out of it, good. They deserve money. Why would you care if a pedophile or a bad person gets money taken from
If
them?
the victim was, yeah, right.
Why do you care if a pedophile or a criminal loses money? What? Since when
What
you
you
have
should care about is the fact that that person, all they had to do was pay some money, and
Yeah.
now they're running around
go do it to
That's the least they have
another
to do.
kid.
Pay some money and they don't.
And another
Make jail time like
victimizing
they
somebody
should.
else, not on any registries. I
Right.
mean,
rarely is it your first robbery.
yeah.
You know, like when you
come
get
on.
caught.
Right.
Oh, I can't believe that's the first time I ever did. Come on, you know what's going on there. And I can't wait for you. Yeah, someday when you can come on, that'd be great because we feel the exact same way. I mean, going through it, watching it. I mean, I don't know what people would be concerned about the pedophiles' money. I mean, and if you're a taxpayer, when shit comes down with the school districts, and they're all different ones, that's gonna.
Yeah.
In different, and you should be mad. You should be furious. That's when you go to the Board of Education and you yell at them and you say, "What the hell have you been doing for 40 years?" type of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, then you guys get mad. Then.
Yeah.
Then I could see you getting mad over the money,
Yeah.
not at the person who's getting it, at the people that had to spend it.
I remember that too with the whole tech thing. People put that at first. What money do I get?
I remember that. I remember that.
My favorite
That was
stuff.
right out of the gate. That was the first thing they said. I remember right out of the chute. You were told it.
Yeah.
You were told it right to your face.
Mhm.
On here on Facebook, I
Yeah.
remember. So, I do not want that. I don't want this. Do I want to be
Right.
doing this? Do we
No.
want to be doing this?
No.
Of course not. Am I glad we are doing? Yes. And I would hope that if it didn't happen to my friend, my wife, I'd still be doing. I hope I'd still be doing this. I really do. But I did admit to somebody the other day that it is a big difference when it hits you at home. It's not that I don't understand people that aren't thinking about it. They're going about their business,
Right.
but they see it now.
Right.
Now someone's saying to you, "Hey,
Right.
this happened, and it's in," and they just don't give a
Yeah.
damn. They don't even care. How do you keep sharing this bullshit?
But what aggravates me is I see them like share other things like that aren't even half as important. Like the things I see them share, like, and then they have the nerve to write things like, women stick together. Why? Let's support women. Let's uplift women and support women. Stuff that I'm sitting here like, damn, you're a woman supporter. You support women. You're like that.
Where's the feminists?
Where
Where's all
where
the-
are the feminists?
Yeah, where are they?
Where are they?
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
All right.
No, because it's all a big. I mean, look at this. It's all a big joke. It's all. This here. I'm gonna tell you why these 28 did this. I truly believe it. They just want attention.
Yeah.
Because they knew they'd get it. Because how
That's
ridiculous are you to say no to this?
Right.
There's no reason to say
These 28 just for some reason wanted attention. They have to. I don't know what it is. I don't know why their community. I'm very concerned. I'd love to go and see their districts where they
no. I
live.
want to know if they have children.
I would also. I bet you they all do.
Yeah.
I bet you every one of them do. And I would love to know. Like, I'd love to go to. Where is this at? Pennsylvania. Scott Perry. I'd love to find out where his district is and talk to people in his. Maybe that's what I do before the next show.
Yeah.
I will find where he's at.
We should do research on every single one of these people and see what we find.
Can you imagine making a phone call to someone who votes for this person and say, hey, do you realize what this? Because I'm sure they don't. Because again, there's a lot of people that aren't going to see this.
Right.
Why would they? They don't even know. They're not going to watch that. They're not going to even. Are they good for that? I mean, I can't believe that these people in these communities are for them saying no. This is a vote for them. That's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
People don't pay attention to the problem.
And
They really, and you know what? I'll admit it, I never paid attention to this shit either.
No.
Before I really didn't.
We
And
all
They're so busy in their lives. A lot of them are so busy.
the thing is, now that I do, and I am
on
spreading,
Facebook.
I am spreading the word and stuff. I mean, I do have people that I considered at one point close friends and stuff, and I know see what I'm saying, and they should be now. Not that they see what I'm saying and doing, they should be, paying close attention now. They should be.
Yeah.
You're a
And you
normal
want to be,
person.
and once you know it's your friend, it's your wife, it's your whomever. I mean, now you should be scared. I mean, this is terrible, but how about just being selfish and be scared for your own?
Yeah, exactly.
Start to be worried about what could happen to
Exactly.
you or to your friend, your loved one.
That's what I'm telling people too.
That's
like, don't
horrific.
even-
You don't
it's not
want
even
it.
just about
Yeah.
like what he did to me, or like you
Right.
should be worried your damn self about your
Mhm.
children and stuff, like what's going on. Like he'll attack your kids and no.
Right.
Or God forbid you need a lawyer and you don't
Yeah.
have any idea who this guy is, and you go in there or you send your daughter or niece or whoever, and they go to Nick D'Angelo,
He picks
not knowing this
people.
story, because he's being protected, and people aren't getting this to the forefront in the city. This should be on the front headlines in the paper.
I know a person who didn't choose him as a lawyer. He spotted them and took their papers and said, "I'll take this one. I'll handle it." A few of them, he picked them, and they got stuck with him, not because they wanted to, but he saw them at court and took their papers and said, "I'm going to take this."
Well, he's got purple shoes.
What?
Yeah.
What
Blue
we,
and purple, big Barney.
Yeah,
what we have to do. Yeah,
that's right.
what,
Pedophile brain.
No, it's not it is what it is. It is, but we got to start working on awareness and these statute limitations.
Yeah,
I want the politicians to have to figure this out. They
Yeah.
got to do something.
they need to.
This needs to
Will that
change.
eventually come up for another vote? Or
Sounds
Yeah,
like there
I
could
think
be a
it's-
lot more victims right now with the Dick case. If that statute wasn't.
we
Right.
need to put pressure on them to get that.
What this is done. Thankfully, the Senate it's going through the Senate. I think 100 to nothing, and it'll go through. It already passed the House. Now Biden just signs it. That's it. So it's going to work. This is good. This is happening.
Right.
It's just you look at 28 people. What are you doing?
Well, because
What are you thinking?
it would be a good move for Biden.
Yeah,
Even himself has been accused.
that's why I
Mhm.
thought it was when he did it. We said it right here on the show. We good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Way to
thank
go.
you.
That's that's good. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's what we said on here. It's about time. Thank you. Do something good. And then these idiots come out and do this. And look at these. It's just it shouldn't matter if it's a man or woman, but it cracks me up.
It pisses me off though more that I see women doing that too. Like it does piss me off with women.
Jody Heiss, Marjorie Taylor
Mhm.
Greene. She's out there. She's someone that a lot of people
Mhm.
know, and she is. And hey, if she believes what she believes, I don't care. I don't care. I can care less what she wants to talk about the LGBTQ community. She does what she does. She talked to all that, and
Does she?
and she talks all about how they're pedophiles, and she talks about how about abortion.
They're groomers.
They're groomers.
But
They're
she should
groomers.
be voting.
Then what do you?
Yeah, what-
Why would you vote no?
Yeah.
It doesn't make an ounce of sense.
No.
Other than, are you trying to just say you vote no against everything that
Guarantee
Biden
you
does?
look at
I
their
don't know.
history, you look in their family history, or you look in who they're married to or with, and there's something there.
Yeah, it's
find
funny with
something.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor Bobert from Colorado, her husband, exposed himself to his teenage niece at a bowling alley. And Taylor Bobert, Congresswoman, explains why, and then you can read it. You can find a thing
And
where
they still stay with these people.
Oh, because he was forced. She made it. She wouldn't stop. She was out of control.
Okay.
He wasn't. She was.
Right.
And he had to do it. He had to show,
I know,
his
and
area.
that adult, because those teenagers, they just overwhelm the adults all the time.
Yeah, he was
overtake adults, the teenagers. I
Mhm.
mean,
That's right, Dave. Yes. So what if they pay money? They still commit their crime. They're predators. Yeah. That's what I think is getting me all the time when I think about the civil court crap, because you go there, it ends, everyone walks away, and no one even knows.
Right.
No one knows nothing. And here's another thing too about the sex registry list. And if that list, right, you get the three, was it sex offender 3, level 3?
Mhm.
They're the worst. They're
First,
the
yeah.
highest of the high. They're all whatever. If it's that, how do you expect people not to do anything?
Right.
If I see that list and that guy's across the street, you get what I mean? Right, yeah. And why, right next door, what do you expect is going to happen here? Like,
Right.
why do you even have that list if I can't do nothing
Right.
about the list?
Right.
Like, that's messed up.
Right.
Forget the list. What
So
do
you
you
put
mean?
that information out there, and what do you
What
expect
do you
the
want me to
people
do?
living next door to
Right.
do?
Right, yeah.
That's why you're going to get vigilante stuff eventually. That's
Right. And when
somebody's
you-
going to take the law in their own hands.
you see the pedophile next door say hi to your daughter,
Yeah.
like, how do you not lose it?
Right. Teresa
I
says,
got one down right, a couple house down from me.
do you really?
Yep, a couple house down. When I first moved there,
Still there?
he's out now. He's out now, and he was repeated child pornography and doing an act in front of a child. Yeah, he was in jail twice
You
for it.
keep those kids
So
and don't let them out your front.
Shereza says, so is the
Well,
bill that Biden signed going in the right direction? God, I hope. Yes, it is. It's definitely going in the right direction. I thank God for the whole bunch of them. Both parties are going to sign it and it'll be fine. It'll go through.
You know,
It's
it should be hands down.
yeah, and so that's
Yeah.
good. Thank you to them. They didn't fail for once. Just 28 of these idiots did, but the rest didn't. They
Yeah.
But those 20, I would still like to, even if we get it through, it's great. I want
wanna
to
know what they're
I want to
doing.
know what the reasoning is.
Mhm.
I'm curious if the and I don't know. I don't know if the major news networks even covered this
Probably not.
about these 28. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't.
There's a lot of when
They
it
gotta
comes
pick
to
up
any
that
kind of
one.
a sex crime. You get that. Look at Pedophile Island.
Yeah.
You get no list. They don't show the list at all.
That's another one. Why aren't we seeing
Yeah.
that list?
Yeah.
That should be, you know what? We were just saying, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it. What shouldn't be, when you bring up pedophiles or you bring up rape, the first names that should come to your mind are actors, stars or president, that whole shit, But, yeah, because you hear, okay, someone right now says pedophile, they're going to think of Michael Jackson, they're going to think of R. Kelly or something like that. You say rape, you're going to think of Biden and Trump because they were throwing those allegations around constantly at those guys. It shouldn't be, right?
Right.
It shouldn't be. It should be Epstein, though.
Right.
It should be, where's that list and why in the world hasn't it been revealed? Why
Right.
wouldn't you reveal that?
Right.
This is like civil court all over again.
I
The same
couldn't care.
thing.
I was support Trump. I couldn't. If he was on the list, fine. Let me know about it.
Yeah.
Show me the proof. I want to see it.
Right.
But they won't. They won't.
Well,
Some they're covering for.
I think if he was on the list, they would have showed us
Wow.
a redacted
I wish
list
somebody
with
would.
his
Yeah.
name.
Somebody would-
nobody's name comes up more than Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
24 to 26 times there. So alleged.
Look at all those stars, all those people that were in Hollywood that were there.
And let's think about Bill Clinton and what we know about him just with the whole Monica Lewinsky
Mhm.
thing. Would it surprise you if he
Right.
was an actual pedophile and not just, the president of the United
No.
States who's married and so considerably older than this girl that he's clearly using her?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same
Yeah.
agenda that the pedophile has. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we've heard stories about him in Arkansas
I don't even
as
need people
governor.
to know that he's the one.
Yeah, and we've heard stories about the governor.
yeah.
Of when he was governor of Arkansas, things that went on down there. And then on there, who do you got on there? Who's that one? Kevin Spacey. We know his issues.
Right.
He was on that island. Of course he's on. Why wouldn't he be?
Mhm.
I think Chris Rock was on that island.
Really?
Can we find out why he was there?
Yeah.
I mean, what's he doing there? Tom Hanks. Yeah, these people are on this.
And I,
Be
and
loved.
I want, look,
Too much money. They're hiding.
everybody
that.
has a right to defend
They all have a
themselves
lot of
and
money.
explain. I just want to see the list.
Yeah.
I want to know why the go down. What are you doing there?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
All these young actors dying of all these overdoses, drowning in the tub. I swear they know something about Epstein. That's
Yeah.
from Shereza. That's
Well, look at Epstein. Everyone knew he was going to get killed. Everyone, they knew it.
Yeah.
It took how many days?
They might as well just kill them in public.
Yeah.
The guards are gone. Oops, there's 2 guards were there, gone, and the cameras were shut off. They come back, he's dead. And the top, what do they call it? What, forensics?
Hmm.
The top guy in the world said there's no way that he died from what you're hearing on TV. Those wounds do not match up with anything that you'll be hearing about. He was killed. He was killed. The
And-
Clintons got a lot of death around them.
Giselle Maxwell was alive, right? Sitting in
Yeah.
prison
Yeah.
somewhere, and we don't even.
They were.
How quick was that? Just
And they
They
can't even televise.
oh,
She could make up like a baby if she started singing.
Yeah.
If she sang, she'd get an easy sentence with all that. They're just being sealed.
They put the Johnny Depp thing out there,
and that was a
Publicly.
circus act.
but the Epstein thing can't be.
Yeah, and the Johnny Depp thing was so. I always think. I hate that people
Prime time
sometimes.
too.
I hate that
Yeah.
people sometimes think that's reality. Like they
Yeah,
were
right,
watching
right.
something that would really happen in real life.
I go, why do I have to see this on TV?
Yeah.
I couldn't care less of it. When I go through the court, but I don't see
Yeah,
it
I didn't even care the result. I want.
on TV.
I don't care if they put it on, but put all the other shit on too. Make stuff like the Epstein thing just as big, if not bigger.
Where are the
Don't
top?
hide
I don't care. Where are the
Yeah.
top leaders in this country saying the American people have a right to know?
Yep.
Their president was Trump there, was Biden, who was it? The Clintons there. Who? Let's know. Let's know.
Some of the most powerful people in the
Look
world.
at what's it? Who's the Prince Andrew?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He gets barbecued. I'm
He
not
got
saying
it.
he shouldn't,
Yeah.
but he gets barbecued. He's all over the place. The rest of them should too.
And he gets away with it.
Yeah.
And he got away
Yeah,
with
he
it.
got away with it, but at least they got
At
him
least
out
we
there.
know who he is.
He's paying the price in one way, not the price he should be paying. But it's disgrace
Yeah,
when you see him. They
don't even care, and they don't.
They even dropped the ball on him. I mean, they
Yeah.
made the exceptions and let
Oh,
him wear his
absolutely.
military. I mean, even something so ridiculous as wearing his military uniform for the Queen's funeral. They make an
Yeah.
exception
Did you see
and
him?
let
They let him
they
do it.
make an exception
freaking General Patton coming down the aisle.
and
there.
let him do that. But where's the compassion for the victims?
Right.
There's none. No one cares.
I
believe
think,
that.
I think when people know the full story and they know that there's a threat to their children, then they're going to care.
Yeah.
Then they'll care. But it's got to
Well, you know
become
what? I don't even
personal
know
for them.
I don't even know sometimes that's true because people know that there's a threat happening right now around the area
Yeah.
near their children. Nick D'Angelo's walking around their children, working in our courts. It's around them. They're not waking the hell up. I don't even think sometimes people care.
And his mother and sister are working in the schools.
in the
Yeah.
schools.
And you have adult, yeah, and you're saying children. It isn't even just like the little ones. It could be our daughters who are 26
Yeah.
and 28, whatever. You know, they're also vulnerable.
Yeah.
Especially if they need help, and this asshole shows up.
Yeah.
I
Which is their
mean,
job.
and no one knows what he is. We do know. Well, that's what I mean. It's just such crap.
I had somebody
I mean-
contact me today wanting to see the what do you call it? The indictment thing with Nick because she's somebody who helps people
Mhm.
and she's got a big following and she's looking into it. She wants to look into
Good.
Oh.
Gladly, that'd be great.
Anything to get it out.
And I got a big TikTok star that's going to take the story too.
And-
I have to contact her today. After this,
Get on
she
Good.
said right after the holiday she wants to do a
TikTok's in
face.
trouble.
She wants to do a FaceTime with me,
I'm
and
just saying.
I don't care
You
at
don't
this
even know
point.
if it's going to be around very
I don't care at this point as long as it's somebody who's going to be helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I want it to use. I don't care that they're doing that. I'm just saying, get
Just-
it out anywhere you can.
TikTok's trying to hide for help pedophiles too, though. So
Yeah.
Today, I heard today that India blocked the whole thing because of the Chinese Communist government. It's
Yeah.
TikTok's in trouble. Hopefully,
I know that, like, so I put Citizens United.
Yeah.
I try. I do whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm
I
learning.
could
as
teach you.
Yeah,
Let's
teach
do after.
I'm learning as we go along.
yeah,
And yes,
use it,
definitely.
use it while it's here. I'm not saying
And-
don't use it, but
So I have it on Twitter too, Citizens United. So I share all your stuff to there, and people just have to go to the, I have to like turn it into a YouTube thing, and then it goes over there, whatever.
People taught me that hashtags are big.
Big, right?
Yeah,
Always
because
put
whatever you put
hashtag.
in on the hashtag, those things will come up. If you hashtag it, like say,
You always have to put a hashtag
yeah, which,
FYP.
you know what I
for your
mean?
page.
And
Right.
I hit
Make
post and
everybody
I
see it.
put something like that under there, my post would come up.
Right. Okay.
So like those two, like especially this one hashtag FYP, that makes everybody see it.
I think that, you know what? I'm trying so hard to find someone I get. Rain, I wanted someone from there to come on. and it's been like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
But they're nice when they email. We email back and forth, and it's nice. But I can't get them to. And I even say we're flexible.
Yeah.
We'll do it anytime. Really, almost anytime we could do an interview.
People are afraid to get sued for saying what they feel.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Or something. There is a lot.
I've
of
had
that.
people actually tell me like, "Oh, I just don't want to say anything and mess your case up." Why are you worried about messing my case up?
Right. They
I
don't want to get
worry about that.
people get involved. That they freeze.
I feel like sometimes they use it as an excuse.
I really want just the more we got to find, and we got to reach out to more people. We need to get people that are victims advocates types.
Yeah.
I'd like some out there to hear
Yeah.
exactly from a professional, I guess, what this does to you guys, to people, and the families around you. I just think it's too much that you don't understand out there. I don't know. Some of you do. I shouldn't say you don't understand. Yes, you do. But there's some that just don't. They just don't get what goes on here. Hold on. Yesterday, me and you spent hours talking about what happened when you were a kid. We did yesterday. We talked about what 2-3 hours yesterday, and it was fine. We were talking and we were having a good conversation. I was doing whatever you were doing. We just kept talking about it, and that's probably good for you.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I'm just talking to you. But I mean, that's what's going to happen. Like, and I hate to hear that the significant other, somebody tells you to shut up. I bet you that happens. I'll be willing to bet you they don't want to hear it. They get all riled up.
I've already heard that. You already said that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't want to hear about
Yeah,
it.
you can't say that.
I've
Oh
heard
my
enough.
All you
Oh,
talk
No, you haven't. You haven't heard it. And that's part of the problem, if I could be so bold, of staying calm and cool. A lot of people, how can you stay calm and cool? And it takes a good effort. Like at that bar that day, when that kid said that. And Dave Vendetti, to his credit, looks at, turned around and goes, "You're lucky he doesn't snap your neck."
Yeah.
He says, "Because if it was me," he goes, "I'd probably snap your neck." I mean, he goes, "I don't know how you keep calm." I go, "I have no choice."
Everybody out there, just let you know, Janelle Fossil goes around and tells everybody that it was a consensual thing with her boyfriend, Nick D'Angelo.
Oh, Dave's a great guy.
She still says that, huh?
Oh, she
He's
still
a
does that.
supporter.
Because, you know, with Janelle, she probably thought with her
Yeah.
husband, it was a consensual thing too.
Yeah.
Because she thinks consensual with a minor is okay. And she's a judge.
We're in trouble.
just going back to
Only temporary.
to survivors talking like with significant others. I know for me, like that is the best kind of therapy, and you can't say I've heard that before or you're saying that too much or because it's like if it's in your head, the only way to like handle it is to get it out sometimes.
Yeah, we talked 3 hours on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
that's what we did.
When
we got home,
we'll go see people say, we'll go see a therapist. So you want to talk about it with somebody you don't know. You want to talk about it with somebody you do know.
Right.
Therapist. It's a therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about it.
You think the therapist is saying the truth?
Exactly.
Anybody out there that wants to come on with us, please do.
Yeah.
Anybody out there, you just want to join us, join us.
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk, and if you are a survivor of this stuff and all that,
Yeah.
come on. You don't have to talk about your situation. You don't have to talk about nothing. Just even explaining this. This part is huge.
Yeah.
I noticed that with you because in the very early going, you didn't open up as much with me. And I may have even said stupid shit. I don't remember, but I can't recall. I don't know. You tell me. Maybe I did because I was probably an idiot. I don't know. But I right. Yeah.
Might be a change on a lot of things too.
Like I know it was hard. I don't think I ever stopped you, but I know I'd be thinking in my head, oh my God, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. You know, because it's upsetting to me. Now it's no longer upsetting because it is. But like,
right.
I'm happy to hear you when you talk. I know we're good.
Right.
There won't be an anxiety attack when I know you talk. If I were to shut you down, we might end up in the hospital.
Right.
With an anxiety attack. So
yeah.
That's
because it's just a matter of getting it out. When it's there, like you just have to be able to make it. It's almost like it makes it real to say it. Like then you feel validated in what you're thinking or what you're wanting to say just by getting it out there in the air.
You know what's kind of cool? You have a target to go after. Not only Nick, but other people.
Yeah.
And you use that anxiety and your anger and your depression and all the things that do and use it to focus you on the person or people who have caused this. That's what use that energy. Just turn the energy on them and use all that.
Yeah.
From an old football coach, by the way.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what? That's, but you know what they're telling me.
Yeah.
And they're like, you guys are, come on.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
boys.
they should wrap it up.
Boys,
All right, we're gonna be quick because we should wrap it up. 716-433-6714 is the YWCA. Me and Robin were just talking about.
Yes.
Kind of. They are great counselors. If you don't have someone at home that you can talk to or whatever, call them, right? They were
And
awesome.
they put me on the road to being able to talk to you about it.
Right.
Like they got me to where I could like go through my own thoughts and make sense of them so that I could say it to you.
And then they put me on the road to listen.
Right.
They were good.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Good. You told me those people should have a medal.
When
They're
they
incredible.
go, when they had those advocates, Robin went to the police station. She was right there, holding your hand, hugging
that
you.
right?
Mhm.
You need to
She
check.
set up
She
the
was crying.
appointment.
It was unbelievable. She
Yeah.
was right there waiting at the police station for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
So, and that poor lady who passed away was a great cop.
she was.
She was something
She was
else.
an amazing
I
cop.
remember meeting. I
She
remember
took
that.
your thing. She was so good at what, you know, and I could tell she was writing everything.
Yep.
Like she didn't hide nothing.
Just like
So,
with like I wasn't always open to advocates, but when I met the one from the state police, Martha,
Mhm.
holy crap! Like if it wasn't for people like her, and them, like they really do help. They do.
they do. And please, if you're that loved one, someone get some help. If you need help, you can always ask me.
Yeah, too, especially if you're a guy.
I really could tell you because I know where I broke down. Human trafficking, 888-373-7888.
If you think you know somebody or seen somebody who might be being trafficked, call this number. They'll look into it. They won't. It's anonymous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's anonymous. They'll just check it out, make sure that what you thought you saw or heard is legit or not, and you could save some children's lives.
Let's all call about Grand Island.
Yeah,
Just
let's
call
all
the
call
number
about
and
Grand
say,
Yeah.
hey, we got a
Yeah.
couple places for you. YouTube, Friends Media Network is where you can find all of Citizens United's shows, every one of them from day one to now. And then of course the wrestling show, the sports show, and Robin's show, which will be on tomorrow night, correct?
Yes.
Are you ready for that?
I'm not ready for it, but I will be.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow night, and watch Noel's feed, of course, for anything and everything that could be going on at any time.
I post about everything.
Yes, please watch that and watch Citizens United's page because I always go and share whatever
And
Noel's
make sure you
doing.
share this. Too. Share this. Hit
Yeah.
the share button.
Yeah.
It's very helpful when you share. Just one click of a share button is extremely helpful. You have no idea.
And you know what else too out there, guy? Please, follow us, that'd be great because that's helpful on Facebook. If
Yeah.
you follow us, we're staggering around almost 2,900. I'd love to push it over the top. So just follow us and give us a like, and that'd be great too. I also want to say thank you still because he, to our guy. Why am I forgetting his name? Burdett. Yeah, Burdett for hanging with us.
Yeah.
And being
Burdett
our
did-
sponsor.
I gotta say, I saw on Facebook that Patriot did lawn and land beautification did a great job with the storm, with the snow removal too. I understand they had a lot of clients, and
That
Burdett
guy's
said he got-
selfless too, you
he
know.
got through everyone.
He'll help people that can't. I know he'll help.
Yeah.
I've seen him.
He's a good person.
He's really good. We got to get him on too.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got some great
Thank you.
and his stories from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I get a man.
All right. Why don't we go? So Noel, anything and everything that's going on, you'll
Yeah.
have it out
I'll
there.
always have it up there. And don't forget to report the Niagara Action Post.
Yeah, please do.
Right
that.
after this, go on the Niagara Action page if you're not blocked or anything and report the post that he posted recently.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
There's a
So
lot of things you can report it for. It'll give you a
Yeah,
list of things.
I
You
know.
report all of them.
Seeing it to Facebook.
That's what I'm saying to do.
yeah, Facebook. They drive me nuts when they say it doesn't go against
Oh,
the
I know.
community standards.
One thing
Like,
I could promise
just
you,
no.
I can promise you, if he could find a way to report mine and get it to
Mhm.
go against community standards, there's a way to get that to go against community standards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
there is. So from all of us here, I guess, the Del Zappos, Jerry and Gail and Robin over here behind the camera. Oh wow. And everything. We're gonna leave. Take care, everyone. We'll see
Happy
you
New
next
Year.
week. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We
I
will
just
see you till January. Wow. All right. See you guys. Keep an eye out for Noel, though,
Yes.
please. And I'll share everything. Take care.